Alright. What do I need? Paddle module, rim,
Nice. Yeah, Ian's been using this Formula One style.
the side of my hands.
That's what comes with the DD1 for PS4. It's the officially licensed F1 Club Sport F1 wheel. It's a little different than the Club Sport because it's not connected at the bottom. The Club Sport V2 has the same switch button pack and stuff like that, but it's connected at the bottom.
What do you mean it's connected at the bottom?
It's like one square piece instead of being separate here.
Oh,
Right, so from here it's one piece of carbon fiber instead of being the ram's horn looking thing. You know what I mean?
I thought you meant like to the motor. I was like, I don't understand.
Well, that's why you gotta say something just like you did.
Mm-hmm.
Too many times people are like, yeah, okay. And then they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sweet, exciting. I remember when I did mine for the first time.
Should probably update my title. Do that.
Yeah, so I have this same combination, except I have suede, and Ian has the leather.
Well, I think I do. You never know.
Yeah, right.
No.
Well, that was a thing when I ordered it, because like we ordered it and it kept saying it was the wrong stuff, and like we had to like unorder it and reorder it again. So I ended up not getting it for Christmas. Sucked.
Wow, hello, cat.
Except, no, taking me to another thing still. I understand. I'm looking at the Fanatec site right now. Yeah. Gotta be able to answer questions. Top seller. Podium series. Oh, wrong mother region. Right. Do you think you're a computer like peripheral manufacturer? You think you'd have your website to set up to like realize that I'm coming from a certain region? No.
No.
It's just happening. Not for you. Oh, it's the same price in euros as it is in dollars. That's odd.
Dollar bill, y'all.
That's odd. And now the DD2 combination is cheaper. Oh. They must not be selling them. Oh yeah, they knocked off $100. So that's a good deal. That's the good deal right now. Oh no, it's a DD1. That's a good deal because it's the DD1. They're packaging with the carbon wheel and selling it for less. Let's see what you got. Oh, changing the label still. Label maker.
It should be updated. I don't know. What does it say?
It says Fanatec, Porsche, GT3 are wheel assembly makers and crafting.
Making much here, but
You could put it in iRacing because shit. Fuck everyone.
got my broken Smith & Wesson knife here. Fuckers. Thing didn't last
Careful with
long.
that.
What?
Looks sharp.
It's sharp as hell, yeah. And it's flexible too. The locking
Oy.
mechanism is no longer locking.
Oh.
Cause it's all in my head. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna put on? Some stream beats from my man, Harris Hella.
I'll go for it. Harris. Oh my god, I'm always in cooldown, Jesus.
I thought I took most of that stuff off. Oh, get after it, Harris. Get after it. Woo! Alright, so this is our first thing here. Woo. I have to. How about this? Oh man, I got all kinds of reflections and whatnot here.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's our first piece.
This is the good one. This is the cheapest part.
But it's the coolest. There it goes.
That one you can just put over your shoulder.
Like so.
Like so. That's perfect. That's the perfect one for that size box.
Damn, Harris is tearing it up on this track. Woo! I mean, who wants to listen to AC/DC or anything like that, you know?
It's lights out and away we go.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's the one you're gonna have a choice. Make sure you pay attention to that back of that block. That's where it tells you about the paddles that you need to hook up right. So you're gonna do the opposite of your F1 paddles.
All right.
I suppose if you wanted small paddles, you could do the F1 paddles.
And then I got my podium hub also.
Right. So do you have a 2mm or a 5/64th? I think you'll also need a 3mm.
I got a 5/64th, and I got a millimeter.
I think you might need a 1.8mm too. For the plastic inspection cover on the podium hub.
Okay.
It might be 2mm, but or 5/64th. But it also might be 1.5.
All right. Obi-Wan. Where do I start?
Open up the podium hub. You got instructions handy, right?
No, I didn't never printed any out.
Oh, all right.
Here's a little something or another. That looks like a 1mm.
Probably 2.
What's this one for? This little screw.
That is the fixing screw. Like if you want to put your quick release on and have it fixed. So if you don't want it to be quick.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people pop those in because it's just an extra. You don't necessarily need to turn the locking screw or nut as tight. But yeah, I've never used it. I got it up on the shelf there.
Okay, podium hub coming out.
Right, and then you'll need to the first things you'll do is you'll connect that to the shifters.
Okay.
So you'll need to assemble the shifters too. Yes, you can put the button box and the wheel off to the side for now. Give yourself some table space. You know what though? Why don't you open that wheel real quick and let us see it? See how sweet it looks. Ooh, it's leather, all right. You know, you can tell.
How? By touching it?
Red. Oh, the red.
Oh, the red stripe?
Yep. Red stripe for leather and yellow stripe for suede.
Oh, it smells good. Very good. Very nice. Gosh, that looks so freaking cool, man. I don't care what anyone says. Look at that.
Right on. You're gonna dig it. Oh, you got better stitching than me. Oh, that thing's actually stitched.
Yeah, it's like the whatchamacallit. Isn't the F1 stitch like that too?
You mean your RSR one or whatever? No, you know what you probably have? You probably have my wheel with a leather wrap on it.
Probably. Nothing wrong with
I bet
that.
you there might be Alcantara underneath there.
Let's rip it open and see. Not.
Barry Roland would.
Oh yeah, yeah. And meanwhile, he's molesting people in the background. He's got a kid in a little cage in the corner of his garage. Fuck that. Fuck that guy.
Van says for science. Alright, so there you go. So you're gonna have, obviously you'll recognize the F1s. You can just cast those ones aside. You're looking for the bigger ones.
Okay.
I'm playing with my wheel. Oh, it's not on. I gotta be careful. Yeah, the F1s are that big. Suppose I should put some lights on in here. I'll show you guys stuff you can actually see it. Looks good, boys. Stream beats are dope, man.
I'm just putting out a little shout out to the gram. Okay. Okay.
Right, so yeah, those are your two choices. You can put the shifters on the hub first, or just put the paddles on the shifters, and then so on and so forth. So I would probably just maybe concentrate on the shifters, maybe, and that way you get all the hardware assembled and ready to go. The APMs. Clicky, clicky.
Okay.
do you got, babe? Right. Yeah, so you should have 4 screws. You'll need 4 short, and you'll need 4 long, and you'll also need 4 of the barrel spacers.
See all that?
Cool. And then there'll be some monstrous looking cap head screws too, that are kind of like that shiny chrome, I think. Those are what you use to attach to the chassis, the shifter to the hub. Yeah, they come with some nice tools. I mean, they're shiny, you know what I mean? When you buy the pedals, like I say, if you buy like the Club Sport or the CSL Elite pedals, they come with a really boss combination wrench for the 13mm nuts. Like, I mean, like a boss, like looks like Snap-on. You can actually see that on my YouTube channel. I did a reboxing.
Why don't you put that up on in the chat, that link?
I can do that.
Snap on, snap off, the snapper. All right. I think it was on that box that I need to pay attention on the back.
Yeah, on the back there's a guide
Nice
on
diagram.
how to put for the difference between the 2 paddle attachments.
So my left side is going to be the up. Wait.
If you're facing it in your hand, the right side should be plus. The left side should be minus.
I'm going to grab my wheel, my other rim here. Okay.
Fabulous. That's oriented correctly. The magnets would face downward.
Because that's the clutch on the bottom, right?
Yep. And the clutch would go towards, yep. Absolutely.
Okay, and then these things, how do these go onto the podium hub? Oh, like this, I see. They screw in like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay. So, and my left-hand side is going to be my plus? No?
Yep.
Right?
No, no. Your left when it's facing you, your left hand should be minus, and your right hand should be plus.
Okay.
Probably just put those bad boys on the hub, I think, first. That way you can load it. You know what I mean? Without having to worry about breaking the bumping the paddles.
Okay, so which ones go into the side? Are they these long ones?
Show me. Yeah, those ones go into the side there. Yep. Thread them into the chassis first. The chassis of the podium hub, just so you know, a couple of threads, so you know they go in there correctly. Yep. Cool. So they're, you know, just make sure that the threads are clean. Sweet.
Thank you, Van. I need that type of support for show. I'll do my shit backwards all day long.
And then the USB-C obviously goes on the bottom.
Yep.
Sweet.
The F is kind of a clue to that as well.
Right, so yeah, just pop those suckers on there. That way you can torque them down there really good. Make sure you don't pinch any wires or anything in any of the parts where the metal connects or anything like that. You know, I've seen guys do a bunch of different things to tie those wires down. I just left them kind of as free as I could and made sure when I put it together I didn't pinch any of them in between any of the wires. You can zip tie them down or blah blah blah, but I Mickey Moused them and made sure I just was careful. They should go together pretty quick. Famous last words, I know, but
I would just like to say thank you to my main man, Harris Hella, for putting together these dope beats, these stream beats.
let me go find Harris Heller. I'll go pop him into the link there.
I know he likes to get the credit, and he should.
Absolutely. You ever hear van type?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god. Type's so goddamn fast, man. How do I go to his channel?
Should I be putting the locking thread lock on this stuff or no?
I didn't. I don't think so. Just, make sure you don't over tighten it, but make sure it's snug.
What's up, Biza? Serious magnetic forces going on here, that's for sure.
Yeah, no. Those neodymium magnets are no joke. We have the file for that to print those off for you too, Van, for that thing. As long as you should choose to use it, we'll keep on trying to print some stuff out to make it better, and that's for sure. We're looking for stuff. We'll have to find a kit for that. That Hall sensor kit looked really cool. But if it's only available from Europe, the guy obviously, like, he probably waits for a bunch of orders, like maybe 5 or 10 orders, and then buys the components and then pops them out really quick or something like that. When he thinks he can sell 10 of them or something like that, it takes an hour to pop them all together, because it's really all about packaging that, because you're actually building it. You could actually replace those potentiometers with Hall sensors if you wanted to, because really all it is a magnet going over a sensor.
Is it just me, or is this wrong on this package? This is what's tripping me out. See, this is the plus sign.
Right.
And that's wrong, right?
Might be, yeah. You want it on the right handle.
Okay, so when I'm doing that, I'm going below?
You want it above. So you want take your paddle, right, for your right hand, put the screws in through the top of it, right? And then below the paddle itself, put the barrel washers, then put the screws into the chassis through the top. Here, it looks like this when it's done. You see on Discord?
No, hang on a second. I can't quite tell with that. It's too dark.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I can't tell. It's too dark.
Well, here, I'll just send you a picture of your cell phone then. That'll be easiest.
I think I got it.
Incoming. There it is.
It's by cell phone?
Yeah.
Like via text?
Yes, sir.
Alright, there it is. Okay, I got you.
And then the little one will go in from the bottom, and the screws will go in from the back. That way they're spaced apart correctly, so you don't trip your fingers on them. So, yeah, so it'll be the first thing you hit will be the shifter, and if you choose, you go behind the shifter. And then
Go around the shifter?
You go around the shifter to the secondary shifter. But yeah, pretty easy looking, yeah? Well, now that you have it in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, easier than doing what you have already done. Putting that SRM kit together is something else entirely. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So does this look good?
Let's see, show us. No, those go on the front part. No, they go the other way.
Other way?
Yep.
They go around the curve.
Yeah.
So the
Right, so yeah.
screws are going from the opposite direction.
Yes, sir. The barrels too. So that way it would put the shifter closer to your hands. Yeah, the F1's easy. They just put everything on the back.
But this is going to go up against the shifter part, right? Or no, the barrels are going to go in there.
Yeah. So you should have it flipped up the other way now. There you go. Yep. Now, right? So then it'll be right. So put the screw in. Then the barrel underneath.
Like this, right?
Let me see.
No, the barrel goes on the underside.
Yeah. The barrel goes in between the shifter and the paddle.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm glad you're here, man.
No worries. And then make sure when you put the screw in the shifter, it goes into the countersunk side, right? There you go. Perfect. Right, and then you screw that in through the front. And just be careful with these screws because they're easier to mess up than the bigger ones. There you go. Perfect. And then get both of them in there before you really crank them down and get them lined up. And you want to just do like a little bit at a time on these ones. You know what I mean? So you can get them really even, because if you tighten one too far, they'll kind of pivot in on that chamfer.
Breakfast burrito?
Sure, I'll have one.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can pivot on that chamfer of the barrel and inside the carbon fiber or whatever. I had to actually make a tool to retighten mine because mine had loosened up. If you remember.
Things don't want to cooperate. They want to go get sucked up on their magnets.
This is something that was tricky for me.
Get it,
It'll be totally different for you too to have it not vibrate. I like it. I like feeling the shaft, the micro.
What'd you say?
I like feeling the micro pulses through the output shaft of the direct drive more than I like the Club Sport feeling of the motors inside the Club Sport wheels.
So that's about it, huh?
That looks like it. See?
Hey Van, can you see Aaron good in the stream there?
Yeah, I'm watching it. I see it.
See it?
See the dogs too.
Aaron. What up, dogs? That's Minnie O. I'm Minnie and Edie. I mean, he's got a little over the hind quarter action on Edie there.
Right, just getting her butt warm.
Yeah, you gotta warm that butt. You know
Keep
how
the
they
airflow
do.
off. Keep the airflow off your sphincter.
You know how they do.
Can't have it quivering while you're asleep. Those dogs, if they have it, they shoot one out.
Yeah.
There was one. I had to vacuum a couple up today.
They just shoot out on command or without command.
Like a little dingleberry or something every now and again. Boom. Like a BB gun or something. I don't know what to say.
They go around.
Right.
Around something. They put the steak in the steak.
Right, that's a good shot right there. You got your hand right over the top now, but that's okay.
Get it, Harris. Get it, get it.
You're gonna enjoy throwing this one around today, I think. Be a good day for you. Go down to the neighbor, knock on his door, and say, "Listen, man, I just got a new toy, and I'm gonna be throwing it around for a little bit. You're just gonna have to shut the fuck up today."
No. I can have zero contact. He is
Give him a
convicted domestic abuser.
I would give him $50 massage parlor coupon then or something. Get him the fuck out of Dodge for a couple hours. Set him up with some gift certificates for the ballet, if you know what I mean.
Right.
He'll probably eat that up then. If that's what he's about.
Okay. So we got those tight, but not too tight, because you can definitely see if you try twerking those suckers down, it's going to be not a
Yeah,
good
you got to
day.
make sure they're firm and you feel like they're comfortable. You're comfortable with them. I mean, you could leave them, and you just have to make sure that eventually you might have to make a tool. You know what I mean? So like what I did was I took or just take the wheel off. You know what I mean? It's easy
Yeah.
enough to take the front, the 6 bolts for the wheel, I guess.
So which one am I using for this?
For the top ones?
Yeah.
The longer ones, I think. Yeah, the longer ones, the ones that are pointed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pointed quarter moon ones or whatever.
Okay.
And then those you would flip it over and you could screw those ones in from the backside.
From the back.
And that way it spaces them out enough. And then the next tricky part, like I said, like you're halfway there, like you're about done. But the next tricky part is you'll have to open up that black cover. There's 2 or 3 screws. You'll have to take that off. You'll have to fashion your wires so they won't get mashed when you put the button box and the wheel on, and then it'll be really tricky to try and put them all together to see to make sure that you can tighten it down all the way. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to change my battery really quick. I'll be right back. I've been flexing out my battery life, which is really good.
Just like this, right?
Hold on a second. Yeah, those ones you go from the back, so not the same way, from the opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
So that one would go to the other side, because you obviously want to put the screws for the countersunk the correct way. There you go. Yeah. Or boom. Just on
Boy,
the
I'm
back.
telling you, eventually I might figure this stuff out, but I'm really appreciative of your help. That's for sure.
No worries, man. That's what Racebook is all about. That's what the Discord is all about. You know how many people? I do this with 3 or 4 people a week. That's what I was asking dude today. I was like, hey man, how much do you pay Tony Kanon to tell you what to do? Because I'll help you out, dude, for probably a third. Those homeboys I was watching that today, they literally have like, they open a 24-hour, like the maximum time allotted you can pay for a server, and they just leave it open. There's no one in there.
It's just how they do.
I'm trying to figure out what's that. I mean, if you have like an enterprise like that and it actually makes money, you can write that off. I mean, so it's not like it's a bunch of money. You know, one of those sessions is $1. So I mean, for 2 hours, so you know, it's like $12 for 24 hours, right?
$12.
Boom. That fucker's almost done already.
It's friggin' magnets, bro.
They're strong as F. They ain't like the ones you put on the Porsche wheel, are they?
No. They're like twice as big. More than twice.
What do you think they're going to name the Cleveland Indians?
Cleveland Baseball Club.
That's what I was going to say, the baseball club from Cleveland.
Just like they did with Washington.
Might as well.
I don't know that
Maybe
Washington's... They said it's temporary, but I don't think they're going to rename it. They're going to keep it the same.
Yeah, as a test. When you say temporary, it's like we're just going to test it. And if you guys don't mind and like it just becomes a thing, and then
It's all right.
I don't care. Like, whatever. It's like the artist formerly known as Prince. It was queer for like a minute. And like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly. Hey, if it's offending somebody, I say, fuck it. What difference does it make? You know,
Right.
Just fucking change it. Hey, well, you're offended by it? No problem. I'm changing that fucker right now. What else can I do for you as I make these billions of dollars?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Well, you know what their thing is it's all the licensure and stuff like that, and like, you know, they have these promotional deals with these companies, you know, set out like 5 years in advance. So like they would be in breach of contract probably for a bunch of different things.
no, there's ways around that.
Sure. All right, what are you doing now?
Okay, so
Little driver, and then take that black cover off. There should be 3 screws. That black plastic cover in the center of the hub. Give it a... Give it a tap there. Yeah, those guys. Careful on these ones, right? Because now you're into board. So this one you don't have to really crank down. You know, just as tighten it, retighten it as much as you are loosening it. And then remember the orientation. Yeah, you could probably set those on one of those magnets if you wanted to. Is it the right size screw? Or driver? All right.
Yeah, it just
Stuck on there. Those plated ones are goofy like that. I usually don't prefer plated stuff. Like when I build cars, I don't use plated hardware at all. I use hardened steel and or like I've used titanium in the past, but even titanium is sketchy. It's lighter and but the way it's cast and stuff like that, or the way they produce it, it can get air bubbles. I've had like brand new titanium pieces that were supposed to be like space age components, like break on contact. As soon as you load it, boom, shatters. I've bought so many experimental RC parts and had them fail. It's disgusting.
okay.
colors are dope though.
All right, Uncle Aaron.
Well, there you go. So now look at your manual there real quick and just make sure that you find the right plugs, and you got to take those plugs and just plug them in. What I did with mine is I just kind of mouse-eared them, right? So by that I mean I just put one loop in there, and then you'll have to if you see, like, when you pulled that that cover off, you see there's little slots in it. There's slots in there for wires to fit. So you just got to make
Right.
sure you
I got
put
you.
the gather in. Yeah.
Well, it looks like they only go in one spot. There's only one
Yes,
option.
pretty much. Here, let me. I was actually going into my model behavior thing here, and I was going to actually post the video of me doing it, actually, because I talked about it and stuff like that. Just trying to find it here. There it is. Final assembly. Podium hub. Final assembly right here. Yeah, take a look at this real quick. So yeah, put the coil in it first. Like, just put a loop in it on the either on the inside or the outside. It's really up to you. I put mine on the outside just so I could see it. You know what I mean? There you go. Do a natural loop or something. Because you got to keep in mind, you're going to put the box over that, and then you're also going to have the wheel. So like, it's going to be tricky. So you got to make sure that it naturally lays flat. You know what I'm saying? So like, use the natural coil of the wire as much as you can. Here, why don't you watch that a couple of seconds of that video real quick? I'll
Where's
get
it
you the
at?
timestamp. I just posted in the chat there. It's like 12 minutes, but
All right, part 2, real quick.
find this spot where get to the real deal.
Hang on a second.
I did this one take like a boss, man. Shit. About 4 minutes, it looks like. Oh no, right away.
We've got our wheel.
It shows you how I did it right there at right at like the
Finished
first
8
minute.
PM podium hub assembly. We have our six by
Oh, I did it real
6
neat.
M by
Oh, I did it
M6
real neat.
by
Oh shit, look at me, I'm a
25
boss, dude.
screws. Countersunk. So I went back.
I can't hear
through,
myself, I can
be
only
very
see it.
careful when you do this before you go on with this step. Make sure that you pre-thread these screws to make sure that they're not burred or anything crazy like that. Because if you get a bunch of metal flipping around under your magnets or switches, it could cause havoc. Yada yada yada. We don't want that. And you know, you got PC boards with close circuits and chips and all that stuff that could easily whatever. What I also did was I made sure that my wiring was a little more neater, and I found a place for all the wire. Wire has memory; it will bend and it will hold its shape for a little while. So just go ahead and use your better judgment as the way you want those wires to sit. Because when it comes down to it, you want this button box to match this, and you want to hear it clunk a little bit. And you don't want to feel wires underneath there, because if you do, chances are you're going to bind them up. So let's look at our button box. And we'll just go over some of the button features on here for PlayStation 4, just because that's the only one we're really concerned with.
PlayStation 4. Put that.
So we've got 2 switches.
I skewered them in this thing, dude. You were mad when I put these up.
Or axis joystick.
You were like,
the AHA stands for. So you've got left, right, center, and down and cross when you press the funky switch.
because I gave the whole porch pirate speech, all that.
Counterclockwise and clockwise. for rotation.
So I can't pull this thing back out, can I?
Switch has,
What's
left
that?
and right axis,
My-
Show me.
blah, blah, blah,
my
like a
connector.
joystick, and then,
Yeah, you can.
also use
You
that
should
for
be able
mouse
to.
simulation, and then it also does the
You just gotta be
cross
careful.
then
Do you
we
see
have
any
the
pins on it or
TS,
anything, or like locking
one,
connectors? There
and
shouldn't be.
S2 stands for toggle
No.
switch. The
Yeah,
toggle
just
switches
wiggle
are
it back
these
and
ones
forth.
right here.
Grab the as close to the connector as you can on the wires,
Toggle
and just kind of
switches.
pull gently.
Funky switch is going to be this one right here,
Thank you, Beezer.
and then the joystick, axis joystick, is going to be this guy right
There we
here.
go. Thank you.
And you go back on.
Now it's a mukbang.
PlayStation specific buttons here. Obviously L1 and L2, or L1 and
Racebook
R1 are your
mukbang.
shifters,
What's that?
and then you've got
Racebook
L2,
mukbang. It's
R3,
where like
R2,
the
and
people
R3.
eat the food on
And
camera.
along the left
Mukbang.
Mukbang. Mukbang, Aaron said.
Mukbang is something that I would do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are all going to be on the left hand side. Then you also have square, which is going to be on the left hand side. Then if you go over to the right, you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is going to be circle, triangle, square, PS, and options. So PS is going to be number 9, so that's this guy right here, and that ends up being the green button. It's very important. We need to know that. Now let's go ahead and start putting it together.
Like a boss.
So, like I said, I've checked all my wiring, I've checked all my clearances and stuff, so I'm pretty much ready to go. So I can just go ahead and start getting this lined up and put it in here right. So like I said, we lay this on here, you want to make sure it lines up, and you want to hear a clunk, you don't want to feel any wires underneath there, and if you do, you want to take a look and make sure that you, just make sure, you know, it's not bound up. If it's bound up, you're pinching a wire. Pinching a wire is
Like
bad.
pinching a loaf.
So opening up our bag here.
Did I
this
say
has
that?
our Porsche ribbon
No,
in it,
that's what I said.
Probably.
and it is, blah, blah, blah.
I might have.
Real easy, this part, right? Real easy, but the most important part, because this is where all your...
Hey, look at this. Looks familiar.
This brings me back to the good old days when I had a Thrustmaster, and I had a similar rim to this, called the 599.
Yeah, you get the gist once you get those things like lined up in there. Like, I mean, you saw how I did it. Other dudes, like I said, they've actually bound them, and you know, some people have like, because I had a bunch of people comment on my video that they actually like wired them in the board or whatever. I'm like, oh great, like I wanted as little stuff, you know what I mean? I wanted everything to just be naturally. I don't want wires in there because, like, do you know what I mean? Wires carry current, you know what I mean? Current can create interference, so we used to have issues when we used to race remote control cars where, like, when we started using carbon fiber parts, the shielding wasn't as good on the wires, and the interference, like, because carbon fiber is conductive, you know what I mean? It can create current, so we would get interference under our transmission systems or whatever because of stuff like that. So, as a rule of thumb for me, you know what I mean? I try and keep wires away from components as much as I can unless they have to be there. Like I said, do a little bit. Especially anything that's gonna have like a signal, you know what I mean? Because like where there's signal, there's radio frequency and there's interference. Just all there is to it.
Counter pattern. So start one, start another one, and make sure we're doing them evenly. So from this one, we want to go to here.
Yes, the king of useless information.
Just like you would do wheel on your car. And then from this one, we want to go to here. You know, wiggle it.
We're gonna be like full on like twins this year, I think.
Like that, because it's easy to pinch up metal and stuff once you start tightening it down. You don't want to overdo it.
I don't know when Santa's gonna ship your stuff out here real soon. I don't know when.
Not to mention scratching your brand new $600 wheel while the $150.
Santa should be letting me know any day now.
Suck, wouldn't it? And then have to look at it while you're waiting for a new one or whatever.
Wow.
There you go. And back down to this one. Now let's make sure that we seat it up. Really nice.
Santa's gonna make you buy some new shoes.
There's a nice metal piece inside this button box.
Actually, Santa got them for you anyway because Santa said, you know what, he ain't gonna give a F.
It's not just plastic. So we started here. Let's go here.
He ain't gonna give a F.
Go here.
So I was telling Van, that purple car that we got now. You remember that car we used to see, that Ferrari, the Pimp's Royal Crown bag? Now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Pimp's Royal Crown bag has come home.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Here, and then we're almost done.
The Pimp's Royal Crown purse has come home.
Give it a wiggle. Tolerances should be pretty good on this thing. You know, I'm not super worried about it because most of the other Fanatec stuff I have has been pretty good. But you just like
The
I said,
purse is
any
back.
chance you have an opportunity
We need to,
to put two pieces
I'm gonna get
together,
some,
you can make
some
it flush and you don't
caps.
have to worry about it down the road.
I suppose you know what you can do, like if you don't want to keep your wheel on your shaft for a dust cover for your cap, is you use a cane thing or whatever.
Silly too. Maybe that's
You know, like a cane rubber.
I
Rubber
just
boot
I
cane.
just cut a Gatorade box or bottle out down and just slid it over.
But I did.
Oh, there you
I
go.
thought
There's
it was
that too.
smart.
There's something on Thingiverse too, be able to print.
Start getting
I already
tightened
saw
down
it.
here. So we're gonna do these top ones here first, and then we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna go up here.
Yeah, mine's almost leather. It's cool.
Loose. Get up here.
I mean, it's leather where you put your hands.
Go back
I'm gonna get a
down
brush. I haven't bothered.
here. Tight. Back up here.
Al says I just need to go to
Find
Harbor
out if it's
Freight.
loose.
I was gonna order the stuff from Ricmotech, but
Dirt rally.
No,
They
just
wanna-
do it on Amazon.
yeah, the Amazon has a good kit too. Like the #1 rated suede kit or whatever comes from Amazon. I think I got the link for it or something. It's counterintuitive for me to go to Amazon right off the bat, dude, because they crashed a truck through my house, you know.
Yep.
We still do it, but and then there's the other stuff like they don't use really good their last mile carriers or whatever are effing terrible, man. They're opening packages like, I mean, they're like suburban drivers. You know what I mean? They're like eating cookies out of the packages in the back of the truck, you know, when no one's looking. Sorry, Pete, I was hungry. I was hungry and those cookies look good.
It makes me feel comfortable, but it hurts my hand.
My bad. They were good.
So I feel comfortable that it's nice, tight. I didn't put my tool in the.
Yo, I really can't believe how much of a difference that made as far as like draft wise.
All right.
I was telling somebody earlier today or whatever. I
Me.
cut a couple strips
The last step.
for my baseboards or whatever in my basement.
Cable.
You know how you seal it up, you put some stuff on there or some insulation. I had some extra insulation, so I cut a couple strips where it had been taken down or it was gone for some reason.
Those ones are stupid.
It made a really
I don't
big
like
difference.
These ones are cool.
Huge
These ones are
difference.
stupid.
These ones are stupid.
What's that?
That's what you said. These ones are cool.
There you go.
These ones are stupid.
There's your setup switch.
Oh, the top ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch. Then your option and your share switch.
Well, they're not necessary, really. I never use them. I use them for like the first time I
That's
ever
what I
used them.
left and
When I
right,
started iRacing.
pass left.
Yeah. This is the only reason I would not be using them if we didn't come up with that.
There you have it.
I mean, I still think about using it. I mean, really, what they're for is so you can shift on both sides, like a Formula One driver. You know what I mean? So you can have true Formula One shifting, so you can have plus and minus on both sides. Because like that, I could use probably more than I could use left and right sometimes.
Completed. Profile.
I mean, remember, I used to grab at Suzuka. I used to shift with the shifter in the hairpin,
Yes.
but with the paddles everywhere else.
I've had a lot of different kits that have better instructions. Obviously, they're from companies that have a lot more.
But no,
experience
the pass left and right is
handing
good
out
too.
Products to people in kit form. Fanatec has a lot of things going against it, but they've got a lot of things going for them. They've got some quality products.
All right, you done watching?
They've got
Switch
some
scenes.
Quality customer service practices.
Yeah, this is your rant. Is that the rant time?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think that was rant time.
Probably is towards the end. Porsche Pirates.
Yeah.
God damn it! At least they can cover the. If it just says Endor AG or something like that, that's better than Fanatec.
Okay, so now I can put my cap back on.
Yep. Put your cap back on. Like, make sure you got clearance with everything. Make sure everything sits where it sits and looks good and clean.
I'm happy with that. What do you think?
Let's see.
Can you see it?
Yeah. You can adjust it and stuff like that, right? You'll be able to like move that wire around.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Key. That's the way it should be then. Yeah, because once you get it on there, you know what I mean. Once you're just gonna make sure that those things, like, you can bend them a little bit if you need to, and like, you know, shape them a little bit, because like I said, the wire will have some memory to it, and then you know, get the box over it, you know, line it up really good. Maybe put the screws in first before you put the wheel on, so you can really, you know, feel it set and everything, and make any adjustments you need. Then go down and put the wheel over it.
Waha. Waha.
Yeah. Trying to stamp out corruption in the UAW. There's rant time.
When I listen to some rants, Michael Rappaport,
Oh yeah, he'll give you some.
he'll give us a fucking rant and a half. Rudy Giuliani, you yuck mouth motherfucker.
I bet, huh? You think you're a celebrity?
You're not shit. You're the ball sweat off Trump's balls. He says all kinds of shit. He
Oh my!
Oh yeah, he goes off, man.
Wow. Like Leslie Jones? The Indians will change their team name to the Joe Blows from Idaho's.
Drip, Rudy Giuliani. He's in there, yuck mouth.
Can you hear it?
Shit stain.
Mm-mm.
Hair
Hold on a
dye
second.
drip, Rudy Giuliani. He's in there.
What am I listening to?
He's at
Is it on the
Rudy
stream or is it?
dirty
On
mouth.
the stream.
Shit stain. Hair
Okay,
dye
I can hear
drip,
it.
Rudy Giuliani. He's in there, he's out of the hospital. Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Health. He's got it all figured out. You know, he's been doing his radio show. Of course he's been doing his radio show. He's like, no, he feels great. Rudy Giuliani, who doesn't look great. There's nothing about him that looks healthy. He's got terrible teeth, terrible hygiene. He farts in public. He's not even aware of it. It's like a dog, like an old dog. You ever been around an old dog that'll walk around the house and shit, not even know it's shitting? My friend has a dog like that, like my little shit pellets all over the house. Doesn't even, it's not like it squats. The shit just falls out. That's Rudy Giuliani.
Single witness, just like you,
All of a sudden now he's Mr. Fucking Health. He says, you know, you can overdo.
He's
the
talking about my
masks.
dogs, man. They're sleeping
You know,
and it
he
just
feels
falls out.
great. Of course he feels great. He's hopped up on drugs that haven't even been sanctioned by
They can't
the
help
United
it.
States of America, that no one has. Of course he feels fantastic. He's hopped up on steroids. He's hopped up on that that Dr. Feelgood. But 99.9% of the people, as soon as they get coronavirus, they don't go to Georgetown University Hospital and get cared, 24/7, 365. He goes in there, he gets that first class treatment. He gets those special cocktails. So now he's in, now he's out of the hospital, and all of a sudden, this guy, boom. This guy's fucking Jack LaLanne.
Dude, there's like
feeling a
84
million bucks.
doses like
That's
in the
that
nation
Barry
of that
Bonds
stuff that he
talking,
got.
Duke.
That monoclonal antibody cocktail.
That's that Roger Clemens. Okay? That's that Mark McGuire talking. That ain't you talking, Rudy. We saw you last week in court shitting yourself, farting, and not batting an eye in public. Okay? You're
Okay.
not that dude. You're not Barry Blanks. Okay? You ain't running marathons. You ain't doing CrossFit. You don't even go for walks, you fucking slob. You can't even go for a walk without shitting your man diaper. At least if I have to shit in public, I'll pull down my pants and shit in the corner like a fucking real man. Like a real fucking man. Rudy Giuliani. All of a sudden, you're the picture of health. We should be referring to you, listening to you about
He's on it.
teeth, Duke. Look at his fucking teeth.
Oh,
He
you
hasn't
should see
seen
the
a
visual.
dentist in years. And if he has seen a dentist with that mouth, he should fire that fucking dentist and get his money back. His teeth look like shit. Yuck mouth. Dirty mouth.
Dirty mouth.
Shit stains. Hair dye drip. Rudy Giuliani. He's in there, he's out of the hospital. Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Health. He's got it all figured out. You know, he's been doing his radio show. Of course, he's been doing radio show. He's like, no, he feels great. Rudy Giuliani, who doesn't look great. There's nothing about him that looks healthy. He's got terrible teeth, terrible hygiene. He farts in public. He's not even aware of it. It's like a dog, like an old dog. You ever been around an old dog that'll walk around the house and shit? Not even know it's shitting? My friend
There's
has
a
dog
sound bite
like
in
that.
there.
They made little shit pellets all over the house.
And it has been survive and advance for real, but it is also must win mañana in the NFL. I am so happy, so thankful.
Oh, Jay Muse is playing fucking Apex Legends, dude. I gotta go.
They appointed 3 Supreme Court judges. They don't give a fuck about you, Duke. You lost, pig dick. It's lights out and away we go. Donald Trump, lying Ted Cruz, and all you other fucking zero Republicans that you thought you were gonna take this shit to the Supreme Court. We'll keep fighting for you, American people. Take it to the People's Court, you fucking worms, you fucking blowjobs. The Supreme Court just said, fuck you on a Friday, you fucking dummies, you.
On a Friday.
Asshole.
Okay, what am I doing next?
Get your box. There's gonna be screws in the box, right? In the button box. There's gonna be short ones and long ones. Obviously, you want the long ones. Or you should have 2 sets of screws. There should be, I don't know where they are exactly. They're going to be in either the box for the steering wheel or the box for the button box. Or, respectively, they'll be in each. Because when you use
Look what I
just
got. Go figure. Another set of the crappiest stickers on the planet.
Oh, yeah. I don't use those.
Those bad paper stickers. Oh.
Are they paper?
Yeah, they're paper.
Oh.
It's kind of
Never
cool.
opened them. Oh, it comes in a little bag? I don't think mine came in a little bag. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to go look here on YouTube.
The ability to endure a unpleasant or difficult process or situation
Like launching
without,
a product that doesn't
without
work.
giving way.
I think I went
Oh,
immediately on
endurance.
their I went immediately on their website or their thing and said something like what I just said. Releasing a product that you know won't work. But
These are
releasing
the
it
big
anyway.
screws, I think.
Yeah, long ones.
And then this
Those-
is a
they
little
look the
pigtail. It's a little pigtail here
Where? Let me see.
for the C USB-C
Yeah.
to like a, I don't know what kind of phone plug they call that.
Oh, Ethernet. Oh, that would be some type of other adapter. We're not using
No,
that.
it's not Ethernet. It's too small for the Ethernet.
Yeah. It's a nice bag you got there. Do I have one of those?
I'll send it to you so you can have it. Because guess what? I'm never going to be able to use it. Because it's going to be on the friggin' wheel. Yo.
Wait.
Don't eat these. Don't eat the silica gel.
Yeah, don't eat the silica gel.
Kids at home.
Yeah, no, I didn't have one of those. Mine came without one.
Silica gel?
No, mine came in a plastic bag.
Nice.
Clear plastic. Fucking
Alright. We got them on one again. You're going to start rap-reporting them.
No, man, I'm good. Good, man.
Put these guys away.
There you go. Clean up. Clean up, pick up, put away. Clean up. Save it for another day.
Rudy Giuliani, you yuck mouth. I love Michael Rappaport. He's hilarious.
Mayhem. Told you.
Haha. Oh, fucking like a book.
Mayhem.
It's gonna be mayhem. I told you. Oh, fucking like a book. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice.
So cool. Now you got the correct cable and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, this?
It's coming out the back. All right, sweet. Just making sure. I just had to go back and look at mine. I'm like, yep, there it is. So yeah, so like, get it down there and make sure that it feels like it's hitting the clunk of the metal and it's not resting. It's make sure it's not being held up by any wires. If you have to, squeeze those wires into a square into those housings, like you're there. So if you need to, take the long screws and you just put them in there, and that way it's not moving around. You know what I mean? Put a couple of them in there. Pinchy wires will be bad.
think I'm okay. Very nice, very nice. Anybody got any questions out here? I got my brother Aaron. He's on Discord streaming into the stream, and he's done all this shit multiple times. I can't believe he leaves that sticker on the bill of his hat, but he does.
Do I? Which one? Oh, I got 2 stickers on the bill of my hat.
Oh my gosh. Yep, 2. I didn't even know that.
I still have the stickers on my wheelbase too. Like right here, like on the where it says Fanatec, I got a sticker. There's still the sticker on there.
Oh, you mean that covers the screen?
No,
No, to protect the...
On the side, yeah.
Remember Thrustmaster that I sent my pedals back to get fixed, and they put tape over the Thrustmaster?
Oh, yeah. And it peeled off.
Yeah, and it peeled off Thrustmaster, and they're like, well,
yeah.
It's not that big a deal. I'm like, well, no, I guess you didn't pay for it, so we don't feel like it's that big a deal.
Nancy.
Put one of these screws in, you said? No.
Yeah, you put you could put 1 or 2 of those screws in now just so you can seat it properly, you know what I'm saying? You don't tighten it, you know what I'm saying? Just put a couple of them in there so it's not moving. You know what I mean? 1 on each, like, opposing, so it's not moving around. That way you can turn it over and make sure you're getting them squared up in those wires. And if they're square, then that's fine. Just go ahead and, you know, pull the box back off. Make sure that all the screw holes are right, and you know what I mean. Just like you did with the switches, or not the switches, but the shifters. Just make sure all the threads are clean and stuff like that. Then you're just about there.
Is this going to be the 50 or 70 millimeter?
For what?
For the, because this hub has 2 sizes.
Oh, those are going to be the 70.
The wider.
Because you need an extra, yeah, you need an extra 20 millimeters to go through the button box. And if you choose to take the button box off, or use, like, say, like you want to get an oval wheel to put on top of that without the button box, you would use the shorter screws. Yeah, the 50 mil would be just going Porsche wheel to the hub, which you could do too.
No, I mean there's a center 50 millimeter.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a 70
there's you can run the 3 hub or the 3 screw. Like the open wheel cars use a 3-point steering point or mechanism, or 3 screws on the 30, like a triangle. Is that what you're wondering?
Yes, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, here I can show you a picture of it.
Aw, Minnie.
There we go. Bad gateway. There we go. dogs. Yeah, so that 3 triangle one is for the smaller wheels, like smaller diameter, like open wheel cars. So like when you look at if you go to the steering wheel section on Fanatec or www.simgear.club, and you'll see the Club Sport steering wheel flat 2 that uses that bolt pattern. But what else? There's a couple more. So like a lot of Momo, like the smaller Momo open wheel steering wheels are going to use that pattern. Sparco too. And that's what those are for.
That's
Yeah,
what
as soon as you
friends are for. Keep
so, yeah, so as soon as you
smiling.
feel comfortable that you're not
I got it.
pinching any of those wires, then it's cool. Tighten it all the way down, like I said, opposing patterns and stuff like that. And then once you get that all in there, go and grab those wires, and you should be able to move those wires a little bit. If you can't, then you got to start over. You know what I mean? Because if you squeeze those wires, you know what
Don't
I mean?
I have to put the
all your...
wheel down on this first? What am I doing?
Yeah. You gotta put the wheel on it.
Hello.
Yeah, just make sure you're, like I said, make sure you're all square, make sure you're all set. You feel comfortable, you're not going to have any hanging on the wires or anything like that. Put your wheel on, and then just start cranking her down. Once you make sure that all your threads are clean and all that stuff, you're good. Then you'll have to go into your not Fanalabs, but your Fanatec controller, and then update everything. At home stretch now, buddy.
Just for the record, this wasn't a
Yes.
a time race. It's just trying to get some shizam done. Trying to make it entertaining for the people. That is not it. That is not it. Is this gonna be it? No.
What's your initial thoughts on it compared to the other one that you had?
I like it.
I never had any Club Sport products other than, you know what I mean?
Hey, you did. You have the CSL wheel.
Oh, that's not a Club Sport product. That's like a completely different deal. Like the clacky, like the wheel that comes with that P1, like that is like on a completely different than like say like the 918 wheel or I mean, I guess the only Club Sport product I have is the Formula One wheel because that would be considered a Club Sport product.
With the podium shifters?
Yeah, but just with the podium add-on on it. Which is totally available for all products now. They even make one for the BMW and the Porsche wheel. A mini advanced paddle module, as you could say. I think they just considered, like, what do they call it? Advanced
I think we
shifter
should
system?
get those for Al. For the 918 wheel. Know what I'm saying?
Right. I think for that one, we should probably just get him a quick release because, like, eventually he'll want to get something else. I think for that system, like a cube controller. Like I said, we're gonna make one of those Camaro wheels, dude. That thing is gonna be boss. I'm telling you, I think about that a lot. shifters.
Go to Sim
Shider.
Racing Machines website and look.
SRM. Well, I'm looking at these Club Sport magnetic paddle module. So they have a new module, but it's like $120. It looks like, isn't it?
Mm,
What's 100 euros? 100 euros is $120, right?
guess. Just
I'm gonna
Google
get
it. Just Google it.
I'm gonna get the. Nah, I'm just gonna get the cash money. Cash money price. Real quick, like. I always forget that when you
Here's
go to SimGear.club.
here's a pro tip when you're buying a car, people. Don't make yourself sound like a fucking idiot and say, all right, so it's going to cost $25,000 for this car. Well, I'm going to pay cash. So what's your cash price? Well, guess what, dumb motherfuckers? They don't want you to pay cash because if you
Yeah, it's
finance, they get some kind of little something or whatever. Even if it's
Yeah,
not a lot of
like
money, they get something from the bank. So
Yeah, you get
stop
percentage
with
points
that.
for the bank,
Stop with that. Stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
right? $100, $99.99, $99.95. We say sim racing machines, SRM.
Yeah. I think he's got like a blemish quick release on there.
Sim racing machines, buying or web shop?
Web shop.
Hero, Zero Play, HRS Zero Play, featured products, conversion kit for McLaren, Zero Play QR storage mount, best sellers. Is there a scratch and dent section?
No, I think it just says something on there.
Sale. I think sale. This stuff is on sale. Right? No. Porsche 918 RSM converted wheel in stock. Wait, converted for USB. He's
That's
selling
what he is.
918.
That's what.
Yeah, he's
Al
selling the
has.
whole thing.
How much?
474 pounds.
So it's
So
gonna be
whatever that is, money.
It's gonna be over $550 or something.
631.99. 631.99.
I'm gonna ask him if he's got a cash price.
Oh, he's got a BMW one too for 390.
So how tight are these ones
That's
supposed to be?
519. Tight. You know, but like I said, make sure that you're going in a pattern, you know, counter pattern,
Yeah,
a little bit at a time. Don't tighten one all the way as tight as you can get it. You know what I mean?
I know, dude.
So like like quarter turn, stop, quarter turn, stop, quarter turn, stop, that kind of stuff.
I'm just snugging them now. They're all tight. I'm just snugging them down now.
Manufacturer's conversion cables helps fittings. I don't know, man. I'm in the shifters cables. Here, quick releases. There you go. I'll just look at quick releases. Go Race Fanatec, Trustmaster, BG quick release, 114. Side, base.
If I get it, I should ship it to your house, not Al's, because Al's not always home, right?
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I think he should be able to figure it out. He got people in and out of there all the time, I think. I don't see one.
I think he said he had one left. Oh, do I have to plug this in on the bottom? Nice. As Atticus would say, nice. 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 What are you saying, Aaron? Because I can't hear you.
I'm getting upstairs.
Oh, okay. You can go. I think I'm pretty much done. The only thing is I'm going to have to go because I promised my little Hazel Basil that I would go get her new glasses and take them out to her. So she didn't have to wait until Thursday.
Oh, they got the tree down and the tree stuff out. And, trying to find out about dinner and stuff. Yeah, I can't see this thing anywhere. What does he want for the? If he doesn't have it listed, what's he asking for it?
No, it was listed. That's how I saw it.
Oh, well, we're on sim racing machines. I don't see it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna email him because he was really nice when he emailed me back and forth when I thought I messed up the 918 wheel.
You probably sold it then, because I looked all over the place. I looked at quick releases, adapters, spacers. I looked in sale. He's got used wheels. Maybe he's got it in there. He's got a used Fanatec wheel. Oh no, it's sold out.